and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Broncos and the Jags, and it's all up next.
Well, this is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and this is the scene at sold-out Everbank Stadium in downtown Jacksonville. In the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. On play action, here's Nix. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Foyesade Oluokun from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Joshua Hines-Allen, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt, and he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Running out of the gun with ETN. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Lawrence will throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Touchdown Jaguars. Travis Etienne from 17 yards out. And the Jags are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go.
And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Now it's Nix.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Josh Hines-Allen able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Throwing Nix. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. And taken right on the 30. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Steps away to his left. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Offside defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Lawrence.
Dancing to his left.
A short throw to Ingram.
And some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Buying time to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Red.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Forced out to his left. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. To throw is Nix. That's caught. It's a rookie from Oregon. Now inside the 25.
And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards.
Nix to the air.
Being chased out left. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Williams trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. The kick by Lutz is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Lawrence looking long for Thomas.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Brian Thomas,
as the first half is winding down.
And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. 16 touchdowns for the rookie during the regular season, and now he has his first in the playoffs.
And it shows off his big playability, too, because we saw this quite a bit in college, and it certainly continued here at the next level. Another explosive play for a guy who's made them all season long.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The Broncos offense and Javonte Williams head out for this next drive. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Here's Nix.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
To throw, here's Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Marvin Mims taking it in. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Brian Thomas.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Nix from the shotgun. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Looking to throw. Lawrence steps away to his left. He'll air it out deep for Thomas.
That is incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ballgame. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence dancing to his left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Lawrence forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming. Back now in Jacksonville. Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
He targets Ingram for another grab.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram from 8 yards out.
And the Jaguars are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Kicking team.
And that flag accepted.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Working out of the gun is Nix. A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Nix. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Nix once more. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure to him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there.
And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Jaguars continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
He completes this to Sutton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he checks this one down to Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 13. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Throwing Nix. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now it's Nix. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this game. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So this drive spans 7 plays. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the move to his left. His pass caught at the 4. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Evan Ingram saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Powering his way forward. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Nix.
Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. That's taken on the 25.
The Jaguars season will continue at least one